Rosie Revere, Engineer,
What kind of engineer
by
is she?
Andrea Beatty, illustrated by David Roberts. What kind of engineer is she?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
When we read it?
Yep. Let me start. This is the story of Revere, Rosie Revere, who dreamed of becoming a great engineer. In Lila Greer's classroom at Blue River Creek, young Rosie sat shyly, not daring to speak.
I wonder what she's thinking when she got up to be an engineer.
What is she doing right there?
I don't know.
Let's see. But when no one saw her, she peeked in the trash for treasures to add to her engineer's stash.
What kind of engineer stash will she do? Like build a robot or something? Like build stuff?
I don't know. Let's see.
Or
And late at
something.
night, Rosie rolled up her sleeves and built in her hideaway under the eaves. You think she's going to build a robot or something? What do you think?
Something that they can fix that stuff. I think it is a robot.
You think so?
Uh-huh. Look at all the stuff in her pile.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see what it says. Alone in her attic, the moon high above, dear Rosie made gadgets and gizmos she loved. And when she grew sleepy, she hid her machines far under the bed, where they'd never be seen.
But that's so many. How could they even fucking...
How can they fit under her bed?
Yeah, come on.
When Rosie was young, she had not been so shy. She worked with her hair swooping over one eye and made fine inventions for uncles and aunts, a hot dog dispenser and helium pants. Okay.
It just says it like on the book here, and then now it's showing.
Oh, it's the same one. That's Uncle. Doesn't say his name. His uncle.
My dear, doesn't sound cute.
The uncle she loved most was zookeeper Fred. She made him a hat to keep snakes off its head, from parts of a fan and some cheddar cheese spray, which everyone now knows keeps the pythons away. Is that a python?
Yeah, that's a snake called a python. But it looks like it's made out of bugs because it doesn't look real.
It doesn't look real?
No, it looks like it's made out of bugs.
Uh-oh, what's going on here?
It looks like he's being bitten.
Oh my, let's see. And when it was finished, young Rosie was proud, but Fred slapped his knee and he chuckled out loud. He laughed till he wheezed and his eyes filled with tears, all to the horror of Rosie Revere, who stood there embarrassed, perplexed, and dismayed. She looked at the cheese hat and then looked away. I love it, Fred hooted. Oh, truly I do. But Rosie Revere knew that could not be true. She stuck the cheese hat on the back of her shelf and after that day kept her dreams to herself.
Oh,
you think her heart's broken? Oh wow, look at this one.
Oh, he's building a robot when she's growing up.
Yeah?
Like an airplane. Look.
That's an airplane. Let's see what it says. And that's how it went until one autumn day, her oldest relation showed up for a stay. Her great Aunt Rose was a true dynamo who'd worked building airplanes a long time ago. So that's her aunt.
Now she looks fat and she looks younger that day.
Well, she was younger, yeah. She told Rosie tales of the things she had done. She told and goals she had checked off her list one by one. She gave a sad smile as she looked to the sky. The only thrill left on my list is to fly. But time never lingers. As long as it seems, I'll chalk that one up to an old lady's dreams. What does she want to do?
She wants to build something.
To fly.
She wants to fly so she can build something so she can fly.
So Rosie's going to build something for her to fly, you think?
Mm-hmm.
That night, as Rosie lay wide-eyed in bed, a daring idea crept into her head. Could she build a gizmo to help her aunt fly? She looked at the cheese hat and said, No, not I. But questions are tricky and some hold on tight, and this one kept Rosie awake through the night. And when dawn approached and red streaks lit the sky, young Rosie knew just how to make her aunt fly. She worked and she worked till the day was half gone, then hauled her cheesecopter out onto the lawn. What? To give her invention a test just to see the ridiculous flop it might turn out to be. It's on a skateboard. Strapped into the cockpit, she flipped on a switch. The Helio cheesecopter sputtered and twitched. It floated a moment and whirled round and round, then froze for a heartbeat and crashed to the ground. Aw, did it work? A little bit? A little bit. Then Rosie heard laughter and turned round to see the old woman laughing and slapping her knee. She laughed till she wheezed and her eyes filled with tears, all to the horror of Rosie Revere, who thought, "Oh no, never, not ever again will I try to build something to sputter or spin, or build with a lever, a switch, or a gear, and never will I be a great engineer." Why did she say that?
Because people's laughing at her, she can't even build it.
So her feelings are hurt?
Mm-hmm.
She thinks she can't do something? Aw. She turned around to leave, but then Great Aunt Rose grabbed hold of Rosie and pulled her close and hugged her and kissed her and started to cry. "You did it! Hooray! It's a perfect first try! This great flop is over. It's time for the next." Young Rosie was baffled, embarrassed, perplexed. "I failed," said dear Rosie. "It's just made of trash. Didn't you see it? The cheesecopter crashed." "Yes," said Great Aunt. "It crashed, that is true. But first, did just what it needed to do. Before it crashed, Rosie, before that, it flew."
Whoa.
I think she's got more ideas, huh?
Yeah, she would make this, and an airplane.
Wow. That's what she has in there, you think?
Yeah.
Her ideas?
Her ideas.
Let's see.
Just like my book that I'm scared of doing.
You have ideas too?
We have this book at school.
Yeah. Okay. Focus. Your brilliant first flop was a raging success. Come on, let's get busy and on to the next. She handed a notebook to Rosie Revere, who smiled at her aunt as it all became clear. Life might have its failures, but this was not it. The only true failure can come if you quit. Did she quit? No. Look at it. Says we can do it.
And then look, she's growing up a little older.
She's getting a little bit older, okay. They worked till the sun sneaked away to its bed. Aunt Rose tied her headscarf around Rosie's head and sent her to sleep with a smile ear to ear to dream the bold dreams of a great engineer.
Now.
At Blue River Creek, all the kids in grade 2 build gizmos and gadgets and doohickeys too. With each perfect failure, they all stand and cheer, but none quite as proudly as Rosie Revere. The end. What was your favorite part about Rosie Revere?
About when she was starting to give up, and she actually made it through.
And she made it through. So she kept going and going.
And she was thinking of ideas. And then the thing that her
aunt gave her.
Yeah.
That gave her confidence and made her brave. That's your favorite part? Do you love the book? It's one of your favorites? All right. This is Rosie Revere, the Engineer, by Andrea Beatty, illustrated by David Roberts.